Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. Well, all day today, Brother John Evanzini is going to be speaking for us. He's teaching an absolutely incredible sermon, and he ends it with this great thought that there is a book being written in heaven right now, a book of remembrance, and your actions and your words are what God is recording for all eternity. One day, we will read books about ourselves. But right now, I want us to get into Acts chapter 23 for just a few minutes today. We hear a lot of talk today about conspiracies. And you don't even like to think about that person's a conspiracist. And the Bible says don't call everything conspiracy. And I mean, there's so much going on in the world today, and you almost begin to be cynical when you begin to see the stuff on the news and you see how you've been betrayed by leaders and things like that. The Bible teaches us about conspiracy. Acts chapter 23, beginning with verse 12. The next morning, the Jews formed a conspiracy and bound themselves with an oath not to eat or drink until they had killed Paul. Now, I want you to notice, a conspiracy is not something that is put together to do something good. A conspiracy is something that is put together to do evil, to do wrong. And secondly, I want you to notice there in verse 12, that people involved in a conspiracy are extremely zealous and they're extremely loyal to one another. They bound themselves under an oath. They're all together in this oath. They bound themselves under a fast. And, when you continue the book of Acts, you go, I wonder how long it went before these guys broke their oath and broke their fast and started to eat, because they never did get to kill Paul. But these people are extremely loyal. They're extremely zealous to do something wrong. The other thing you learn about a conspiracy is it really cannot be done without cooperation of people in authority. These conspiracists got together in verses 13 to 15, and they went to the high priest. And it said, now, more than 40 men were involved in this plot. They went to the chief priests and elders, and they told them what they were going to do. We bound ourselves under an oath. We are going to kill Paul. Now, what we need you to do is to get Paul where we can kill him. So you do your part, we'll do our part. It requires the involvement of people in leadership. So when you look at conspiracies, okay, these people are bound together to do something evil. They're extremely zealous and extremely loyal to one another. It requires the cooperation of people in authority. But the way it's overcome is it only takes one person to let the secret out. Now you find that over down in verse 16. It said, but when the son of Paul's sister heard of this plot, he went into the barracks and told Paul. When you get a bunch of people together, I don't care how loyal they are, somebody's going to talk to somebody who's going to talk to somebody who's going to talk to somebody who's going to talk to somebody. Because, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is with people. And once the secret is out, the conspiracy can be destroyed. Now, how is a conspiracy destroyed? By a second conspiracy, only I wouldn't call this a conspiracy, I would say a plan to do good. Now, the son of Paul's sister went and reported what was going to happen. Paul made sure it got to the military authorities. The military authorities took care of it, took Paul out in the middle of the night on horseback rather than walking down to Caesarea. And I want you to notice verse 22. It said, the commander dismissed the young man and cautioned him, don't tell anyone that you have reported it to me. Conspiracies are broken by people who hear of it and who act very secretly to stop it.